In this video, I'm just going to cover a couple of resources that you can use when you're researching cars to buy. So the first one I'm going to start with is kind of the standard and benchmark website, Consumer Reports. So they have really comprehensive reviews of cars. I think the one downside is that they charge for some of the reviews, but if you're serious about buying a car, it may be worthwhile to purchase the consumer report on that particular model that you've narrowed down. But yeah, let's just explore this a little bit. So it is kind of organized by type of car. There's quite a few here. Let's assume that we're looking for a small car. So then it tells you that there's 6 subcompact and 12 compact. So let's look at the subcompact. So you see here, this is kind of the downside. You have to sign in or become a member. So let's see what we get for free. Okay, I just tried to look to see if there's a free trial or anything, and it looks like there's not. But if you're basically in the mode of buying a car, you can pay for 1 month. It's $10, and you can kind of, I think they have the best type of organization for comparing all the cars. So you'll basically in one place have all your options for subcompact or whatever type of vehicle you're looking at, and they have a lot of data on reliability and owner satisfaction. They take a lot of surveys and stuff, so you'll be able to compare all the critical kind of components of these cars against each other if you have access to this consumer report. It also has crash test results, and I guess this is free, so you can see here, the number of star ratings and the different types of safety profiles of each of these vehicles. So getting consumer reports may be a pretty good idea. I'm just noticing here that they may not include every car in this category, because I know that there's at least one Toyota that would fit into this category and it's not listed here. So I guess that's one thing to be aware of, that maybe you're not getting all the options. Let's maybe add compact. Let's see what they have here. Yeah. Okay. So they have the Corolla. I think they don't have the Yaris though. That's why I thought, it may not be complete because that's a subcompact. But anyways, this is definitely a good resource if you're willing to pay the $10. And you can basically do all your research within a month, and just pay $10 and do that. If you don't want to pay, or if you just want a second opinion, there's only also Kelley Blue Book. So Kelley Blue Book's primary thing is just tracking the value of cars. So you can see here, they have kind of an option for that. They also have car reviews, which is where I am here, and it's a similar setup. You can basically go to the type of car that you want, and or the year and the make and the model. If you don't know what year, make, and model you're looking for, you may be better off just looking at the different categories, and like how the consumer reports have the comparison of the different models. You can see which one you like the best. And while we're here, we can maybe look at the Kelley Blue Book valuation tool. Let's say we were looking at a 2015 Honda Civic, and we're in California. So it kind of gives you a overview of the car, and let's see if we can get, I think, okay, so it gives you a little range here, for a 2015, in good condition, and then, this is kind of their business model too. They're going to link you to, basically offers for, it looks like these are different types of used car dealers, Carvana. So, this is a good place to start your used car research too, to see what a price range is. And you see here that this is, I selected private party. So this is if you're buying the car off of someone directly, like off of Craigslist or something. But you can see that there's a premium that the dealers charge. So just keep that in mind. Okay, and then finally, there's Car and Driver. So this is a magazine, but they also have reviews. So you can see the reviews here, and it kind of has a bunch of different cars. But let's see if there's okay. So I think if you go to buyer's guide, this is more similar to like the consumer reports where they'll have it by category. So if you click on the latest one, this is mostly for new cars too. So click on the latest. So they've reviewed more than 400 new cars, trucks, and SUVs and vans. And then basically they go through here and give you reviews of their top picks for all these different categories like subcompact SUV. You can see they have compact luxury SUVs. They have other sizes of SUVs, pickup trucks, minivan. So you can just go through here and look into the category that you're interested in and see what their top picks were, and they have a high, the basically the pros and cons and kind of the overall summary. And these are all, the short list basically of the cars that they like the best. So, this is a good place if you just want to trust car and driver and kind of go with what they consider the best, and they've kind of narrowed down the choices for you. And of course, the internet is just full of reviews and more information. You can probably find YouTube videos of reviews of specific types of cars. So, this is a never-ending kind of pit if you want to do research. But I would recommend if you're serious to get the consumer reports and just use that as a tool, narrow down your choices. Maybe pick a couple that you like, and then just further research those, and then just pick one particular make and model, meaning like make is like Honda and model is the Civic, and just pick one, and after you're happy with that decision, then move on to finding that specific make and model car and finding the best deal for it. It could be that maybe you'd be happy with one of two choices, and that's fine too. Maybe you can just see which one you can get a better deal on. But if you have not narrowed down your choices, I think it becomes very difficult and unwieldy to actually execute in buying a car because there's just so many choices. Just one last website I wanted to share is TrueCar. And so TrueCar is basically helpful because they track actual transactions that people are selling cars at, both new and used. And so they kind of offer a little added information. So I just basically did the same search for a Honda Civic under $18,000, and it gives you kind of a evaluation on whether the price is good or not, and it aggregates from Vroom and Carvana and other sources. So this could also be a good resource for you to kind of search for used cars. Also for new cars, it's cool because you put in your kind of preferences, and it will give you a graph of what other people are paying for the same car. So you can see that, if you can get this car for below $25,070, you're getting a really good deal compared to what other people are getting. So this website is pretty good for evaluating price and seeing kind of what the market is.